guys. I can't believe I made it on the stage. Almost took out this whole row here. So, any of you guys know anybody with a disability? Because I got one. Now you know somebody. I have cerebral palsy, and I don't have it that bad, so most of everybody is like, oh, maybe she'll get better. Like, we do not know how to assign sorrow to this person. Also, she's really hot. This is very confusing. I just broke up with my husband, guys. Don't worry. I'm here with my boyfriend. Everybody got sad. It's working out for me. Yeah. So yeah, my husband, my ex, well, we're not divorced yet. I'm doing it real shady, guys. Well, it's only my first marriage ending, so it could be worse. Yeah, my ex, like, he had an intimacy problem. I don't mean to put him on blast, but like, I met him when I was 22 and I did not know what I was getting into. I did not know I was going to be in a relationship where I was like, please just let me suck your dick. Because guys, I don't think he's gay, but he just didn't want to fuck me. And like, why wouldn't you want to, right? So, I used to dream about him coming home and being like, I just need to talk to you, and I'd be like, okay, what is it? And I'd be like, I'm gay, and this is Marco. Because you guys, the thing I have to tell you about this guy is that he's awesome. Like, he's somebody you want to marry. Like, he puts his money in the bank, he doesn't do shady shit, like, he's a good dad. Like, so I would be like, wow, I would look like a fucking horrible person if I left him. Because nobody talks about how it's like, if you don't have sex, they're like, oh, nothing, it's not just about the sex. Yes, it is. Sex is important, at least to me. So anyway, back to the Marco fantasy. Comes home with Marco, and he's like, I decided I'm gay. And then I'll be like, oh, thank God, can I suck Marco's dick? Anyway, you can tell it's like something that you like that you really enjoy doing and you don't get to do it. So I was just getting the shakes. I would go outside and be like, oh, I bet he has a nice dick. I'd be like one of those girls that was like, please just send me a dick pic. I really just want one. I was like, you know, because everyone's like, oh, I hate those. Why are they sending them to me? You are like not giving me eye contact. Have I seen your dick, sir? It is quite possible. How about you? Could have found it. You don't know. You guys, your dicks get out there on the internet, especially if it's nice. Other dudes do this thing where they take them and pretend that it's theirs, which I find utterly hilarious. Because I'm just looking for nice ones. Anyway, so my boyfriend, do you guys want to know about him? I met him 15 years ago, after I had driven across the country with a felon who was running from probation. Yeah, my life was going great at that time. I was an 18-year-old kid with like a shitty home life. Don't get sad on me. It worked out well. And so I meet this guy, and he's like, I'm tired of being on probation, I want to drive across the country. And I'm like, okay, that sounds good. So I show up across the country, and then he gets arrested. Oops. So I'm at my job, and I'm just like, I meet this girl who has a mobility device, and I have this thing where I go up to people who, with any kind of disability, physical, and I'm like, hey, do you have cerebral palsy? And sometimes it works in my favor. And so she did, you guys. And then we became friends. And another side note about her, she has 4 degrees, you guys. 4 motherfucking degrees, okay? I've attempted college 3 times and I fucking hate it, all right? So she has a theology degree, she has a teaching degree, she's a fucking lawyer, and now she's a minister. Like, we would be out together and people would be like, do you take care of her? I'm like, she takes care of me. Okay? If you get arrested, she can write you a legal brief. I can offer to send Cheetos to the bail bondsman. But that's about all you'll get from me. Anyway, so my boyfriend, I show up at this, she's like, come over to my house and we'll have some drinks. And I show up there, the next day, this kid walks through the door, and I'm like, hey, what's up, I'm Mela, nice to meet you. And he's like, no. I cannot deal with this right now. So I wait 5 minutes, and then I go into his room and sit down, and he's playing a video game, or a PC game, sorry, this is back in the day. And I just sit down and tell him all my problems inside of his face. And nothing happens between us. And then like, a while goes by, Facebook happens, you know, it's before Facebook, guys. This is really, wow, you're really invested in the story. Just the point of this story is that 15 years later, and now we're fucking. And it's great, because I actually get to suck a dick now. I have a kid, guys. Yeah, she just turned 5. She does not have a disability. So it's very trippy for me because I just live vicariously through her. She does anything and I'm like, wow, I couldn't do that until I was 3. Or I still have trouble with that. And she's like, Mommy, can you do this? And I'm like, definitely not. And then she's like, but can you do it if you try harder? And I'm like, that's not how this works. Maybe for you. It's weird having a disability and having an able-bodied kid, because when I was like in labor with her, all the medical staff was like, shit might go wrong with this one. And I was like, hold my beer, except for not, because I'm not drinking. Clap it up for me, guys, because I'm getting busy. My name is Mela, Shea, and I really appreciate you, even though you're all just here for Ben.